Welcome to the year 1300 in fair England, where we lay our scene. Today we're going to be playing Morbid's Ultimate Decades Challenge, which is an expanded version of the original Decades Challenge by Zombie Cleo. And in this Decades Challenge, we actually start in the year 1300 and we play all the way through to modern days. So it's going to span a bit over 700 years. Some may say it was a simpler time, but as we're soon going to find out, that was definitely not the truth. And so today we're going to be playing with the Hawthorne family, so let me introduce you to them. This is our patriarch, Generation 0, Jeremiah Hawthorne, and as you can see, he's got pink hair. So basically we're going to play this with not so berry style genetics. I've converted a few hairs from the Academia palette by either T. Prosy or Serendipity Sims. I'm not sure what she's going by, but I really like the muted colors, and I think it just adds a little bit more interest than just, the default hair colors. I really like to see how the genetics pass through the generations, but other than that, it's going to be, exactly the same as the regular Ultimate Decades Challenge for the most part, whatever we end up doing. And so this is our patriarch, and this is our matriarch, our mother, Agnes Hawthorne. And so these two are Generation 0. So basically, and then we have their sons who are the first generation officially. And so we start off with 3 first generation heirs basically. So this is Ulysses, our main heir, and then you have a spare, Valerius, and then just an extra spare just in case, Lucian. Because there is so much death in this game, it's always good to start out with as many Sims as possible, have as many children as possible, so you can make sure that the family bloodline keeps passing down through time. And so the first thing we have to do in this game is basically do death rolls for our first 2 parents. So every time someone ages up, you have to do a death roll to see whether they live or die, because during the 1300s and throughout history, the average lifespan was significantly shorter. So basically for our 3 heirs, just for this time only, we don't have to do a death roll because we've just started. But for the parents, unfortunately, we do have to see whether they live or die, and hopefully, the boys aren't going to start out this game as orphans. So I'm going to roll first for Jeremiah Hawthorne. Let me just get this all set up. Okay, so we're going to roll a d20, and anything under a 9 means that they die. So anything from a 1 till an 8 is a death roll, and they unfortunately don't make it. But anything above that and they're fine. So hopefully the boys won't start as orphans. So I'm going to roll for Jeremiah first. I'm going to get up a d20 and we're going to see whether he lives or dies. So we're going to roll a 10. So Jeremiah Hawthorne is fine. He lives. And so now we're going to roll for Agnes Hawthorne. And she is rolling a 7. So she's just missed out, unfortunately. She is going to pass away, and the 3 boys and her husband are going to end up losing her right at the very beginning. So I'm just going to kill her. It's a little bit morbid. I'm going to kill her from... God, there's so many deaths in this game. Starvation. So we're going to, because they're a peasant family, we're going to say that she has sacrificed herself. They didn't have enough food for everyone, but she has sacrificed herself so her 3 sons and her husband could live. She's made the ultimate sacrifice for her children, and they haven't noticed yet, but definitely not a very happy way to start out this challenge. Wait, I'm just gonna get that dice off. Here we go. We've got the Grim Reaper coming, and unfortunately she hasn't made it, and the boys are very upset. They've just lost their mother die right at the beginning. Poor things. Just for context, the 2 older boys, Ulysses and Valerius, are 13 years old at the moment, and Lucian is 6 years old. So they're very young, and now they have to kind of go off into the world on their own. They would be considered adults, and they have to help their father around the farm and make sure they can all survive. And we could plead for her life, but I think as we're just at the start of the game, I'm just going to leave it and, give them a bit of a tragic backstory. Okay, I might move her gravestone. I will make a graveyard eventually, but I think for now I'm just gonna pop it under this tree and they can go and visit her whenever they want. Poor things. Okay, we actually, you know, as sad as they are, we actually don't really have a lot of time to mourn their mother. Asi's already off to cry over her, but unfortunately we really have to get straight into it. So I'm going to send Jeremiah out hunting and I'm going to send Ulysses out foraging because their mother just died of starvation in front of them. They're really going to need to start gathering food and money. They don't have any money. We're starting out with 0 funds, so they're really going to need to pick it up. Wait, there's fishing. Here we go. Pick it up and start making some money. Otherwise, you know, they're going to pass away as well, and we really don't want that. Okay, so we're going to send Lucian and Valerius to do some fishing together. I'm sending Ulysses out foraging, and we're sending Jeremiah out hunting because Jeremiah... Why is he not hunting? Oh my god, he's just got stuck in the water. We're going to send Jeremiah out hunting with the Yield cookbook mod because since he's on air, we don't care about his life as much. We need to keep Ulysses alive, so we're going to give him the easy jobs and we're going to give the boys the fishing jobs. Oh my... Wait, were they just catch? Wait, a voodoo? Oh boy, no, we're starting out strong. We've got some money. Oh, I might sell their homework as well. Look at that. Okay, I wanted to make this really hard, but that's just what that's the cards we've been dealt. So now we're nearly thousandaires, nearly made $1,000. Starting out strong. Okay, we're pretty happy with that. What a fisherman. Not really catching any good fish, but we're very happy with that to start off with. I thought it'd be much more of a struggle. Okay, and we got a digital camera. These boys are good at fishing. I thought this was going to be a lot harder. I was like, oh, it's just going to take forever to actually make any money because since they're not very good at fishing yet, but they're absolutely killing it. Too crafty. You don't need to catch fish. We'll gather some water and go back fishing. They're not too crafty. You don't even need to catch fish. You can just catch some more voodoo dolls, please. Here we go. Jeremiah's come back. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Was a good friend of mine. Okay, we got a hare. Got a duck. We got a ooh, that's a big wild boar. That's gonna have some good meat. Okay. I feel like we're doing really well actually. Look at all this. We got so much stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the pantry and I might... Can we actually make anything though? Maybe I'll get him to like cook something. He's like, I don't want to cook, I just want to cry. And I'm like, too bad. I have I have empathy, but I can't... Okay, we can't make anything. I do have empathy, but I also like don't want them to starve to death. I actually go collect some seawater. Don't want them to starve to death. So I didn't think we were going to be able to do this yet, but we have heaps of money, so I might just start a garden. I did go in with the plan of making this really hard to start off with, starting with no money and not being able to have a normal job, but it looks like the watcher has smiled down on us today. Oh, and I want to buy some seeds. Okay, I'm gonna get some vegetables, maybe like 2 vegetables to start off with, some herbs, and maybe some flowers, just for money, and some fruits. Okay. Okay, so I've actually downloaded some lot traits, and we're gonna roll a d6 to see what lot trait we end up with, just in regards to the crops. So let me just get up these. Okay, so basically every season I'm gonna roll a d6 and change the lot traits around. And so if we roll a 1, we're gonna end up with the if we roll a 1, sorry, gonna end up with the poor soil lot trait. If we roll a 2, we're going to have the Great Soil Lot Trade. If we roll a 3, which we really don't want, by the way, we're going to get Crops Blight, and that's the worst one. Some of these aren't great, but Crops Blight, your crops just randomly die all the time, and I don't think I can deal with that. Although, I mean, we do have some money, so I guess it's not the worst, but we really need is food. And then if we get a 4, it's a bug zone, and then a 5 or a 6, we just have default with no lot traits. So let me just get up a dice here. Okay, we're gonna roll a d6, and we are rolling a 6. So no lot traits in regards to the crops right now, which I really don't mind. $7. Stop it. You guys are spoiling us. Okay, you get out of there. You're sleeping in this bed, and you can sleep in this bed. They're all just mourning their mother so badly. Spiders? Oh my god! He just has spiders crawling all over him. Oh yeah. So for the lot trade, I forgot to mention, for the lot trades, I also... They do not live in a good house, by the way. They're living in this little mud hut because this is the 1300s. You didn't have like contractors or anything building houses for you. They just built all their houses out of mud, and peasants just all lived in the one room together. So I've just put in like the worst lot traits. I've got creepy crawlies, it's filthy, it's grody, and then obviously off the grid simple living, and then wild foxes. But it's definitely not the nicest situation, and they would have all shared a bed together as well if we're being really historically accurate, but I'm not really sure how to make that happen. So they all get their own bed, which is very, very special. I'm so bad at looking after them. I just realized how hungry they all are. Okay, maybe I'll get... Oh shit, they all need to pee. I only have one chamber pot. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have thought this out a bit better. Jeez. My bad. They're all gonna wet themselves. You can make some porridge. And before these boys wet themselves. My bad. I was not paying attention to what was going on at all. It's okay. We made it to the bathroom. It's alright. And Jeremiah is making them some food, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I just, I guess it's not the worst thing if they pee themselves, but I just really didn't want to deal with the moodlet because we already have all these, called a meal. Already have all these other moodlets, and they've just lost their mother, so I don't want them to be too miserable. I still need to get some stuff going. Ooh, I'm gonna turn off the wants and fears and build modes. There is no way that you would find this environment inspiring. I'll leave it. He might find it inspiring. What do I know? Maybe it's like bohemians. It's like the more you suffer, the more you are inspired. Yeah, it's still like 4 a.m, so I might get them to do some chores. I've got the 2 older boys foraging, and I might send Dad to go hunting. We don't have any ice or anything in the fridge because it basically acts as more of a pantry, because I don't think it's very realistic that they would have ice in the springtime. Some venison. Oh, it looks like a little llama. What's venison? Isn't venison like a baby cow or something? And it's a little bunny. He killed the little bunnies. Oh, I feel so bad. But not bad enough to let them starve to death. But still a bit bad. So I might send them down to the bar for a little bit of socialization. I mean, normally the issue that we'd have is that we couldn't afford drinks, but we don't really have that problem this time because we got that voodoo doll, and that's pretty much just like set us up for life. Why do you keep adding things? It keeps flashing. That's pretty much set us up really well, so maybe they can all go grab a drink. Where do they even drink? I just always imagine like mead, but I'd get them like beers. Beers have been around for ages. Now, if we were being accurate, Lucian would totally be allowed to drink, but I don't think they're gonna I don't think he's gonna be able to drink. I don't know, we'll see what the game does. They might give him a drink. Oh, I forgot that I installed some of these. Look at that cup. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I've just seen someone I actually do really want to go talk to. This is Lyndon Hastings, and we are really going to need to get these boys married off. And I happen to know for a fact that Lyndon has 2 eligible daughters that I really want to get the boys in with. So I'm going to I'm going to get Jeremiah to go over here and talk with Lyndon. Ask if Lyndon has children. We know that he has children, but maybe he's just he's like, you know, how many daughters do you have? Because we're in the market. Excuse me. We're in the market for some daughters. They've lost their only woman, so yes, I'm a parent. I have 3 children. Wonderful. Maybe we discuss interests. So right now, I feel like Jeremiah and Lyndon probably would have already known each other, but Jeremiah's just sort of buttering him up, being like, you know, I have 3 sons and you have 2 daughters, so maybe we can look at our families coming together. Oh girl, that is not historically accurate, but I am loving that eyeshadow. That is very pretty. Ulysses, I'm gonna get you over here because you're the next in line. You can make a respectful introduction to Lyndon, because I really want to get you in particular married to one of his daughters. Oh, he's like, smells so bad. Okay, we'll take care of that in a second. Just whatever you do not ask about woohoo to your future father-in-law. Do not do it. Wine of our unfair life. No, we gotta be fun, we gotta be interesting, we gotta be scintillating. We gotta be like, I am the perfect, discuss interests. It's like, I like to look after the farm. I look after my younger brothers. This guy is technically like the king of Italy that I've created for this game, and I love how he's just here in England hanging out in a bar full of peasants. He's very relatable. We love a relatable king. Like a literal king. It's literal royalty. Ulysses is very smelly. So this is our bathhouse. As you can see, we have some nice little areas to relax in. That way they can have a bath together. So contrary to popular opinion, people weren't really that dirty during medieval times. I mean, they were, I guess, but not by choice. Bathing was definitely really a popular thing to do. And a lot of peasants obviously couldn't afford baths and they didn't have running water. So what they would do instead is go to these bathhouses. So I'm just going to cheat up our hygiene because I think these should put up your hygiene, but they don't. So we're going to have to cheat this. They had these bathhouses and these were like everywhere. France, England, just all over the place. And they were really popular places for peasants to go to get clean and obviously socialize. And the church was not down for this at all. They did not like the fact that there was all these people bathing naked together, and it was considered very sinful. But I don't think the peasants really cared. They definitely had their own social rules. Nobility would never be seen in a bathhouse, but they could also afford to have baths in their own houses. So I have decided for this gameplay just to make it a little bit historically more accurate. Instead of giving them a bath, I'm just going to take them to the bathhouse every now and then to have a nice relaxing soak, and it's a good opportunity for them to kind of hang out together. Maybe we'll see some people around. Oh yeah, another reason the church was so against bathhouses because they were often, well, not all of them were fronts for brothels, but it was very common for prostitutes to come and work out of bathhouses. So it was considered like a very immoral place. But you know, I think humans naturally want to get clean. I will send them all home. Now we've had a really good getting to know of Lyndon Hastings, and I might try and get Ulysses and Jeremiah over soon to meet his daughters. So we need to get a marriage on the road. We need to get heirs coming out right now, or as soon as possible. So we only have 4 influence points, and I do want to do some voting, but we are not politically influential enough at the moment, so we might have to keep working towards that. That's okay. Oh, they just became good friends. They love each other. Ulysses, no, I don't care. You go fishing. I'm not accepting a vast fortune. That would really ruin the game. The game does not want me to struggle. The game is just like, here's a voodoo doll, here is a vast fortune. I'm like, that's not what we're meant to be playing. See, we're really gonna need like a womanly touch in this house. The poor boys, they can't be expected to cook. That's ridiculous. I mean, I think they're fine. I don't think it's gonna hurt them to do some cooking. Oh dear, he's got, okay, sorry, I didn't see this. Lucian has gastronitis, better known as the stomach flu. Some rest, home remedies, or over-the-counter nausea medicine can help until it passes. Better stay close to the toilet though. I hope they don't all have it. So I put in the healthcare redux mod because I thought it would be good to have some illnesses. And just because of the death rolls and stuff, we're already gonna have a lot of Sims dying. So I'm hoping it doesn't kill too many. So I'm gonna get Jeremiah, who is our patriarch, and Ulysses, who is who we want to get married. And we're gonna go visit the Hastings family. We're gonna chat with Lyndon. We're just gonna let him know that we've just come to display our interest in his daughters. But these two men can figure out the marriage situation, and we're just gonna let Ulysses get to know his future bride. Oh, we got Easter tomorrow. Okay, cool. So this is who I'm thinking of for who I am interested in Ulysses getting married to. This is Marsilia. Very pretty. And then this is her sister, Sybil Hastings, and their younger brother, Peter Hastings. That's right. So he's done a night. Don't ask about woohoo. No, we're going to ask about day. Okay, so, I mean, that's not ideal if they don't have a great first impression, but it's not really up to them. See, he thinks she's attractive and she thinks he's polite, so not really much we can do about that. I've already decided they're going to end up together, so and I don't think liking your spouse was really like a prerequisite during this era either, so it sucks to suck. Discuss interests. Don't boast about messing around. That would not be taken very well. We do have the arranged marriage mod, but it doesn't actually work on teens, and these guys are both teenagers, so we're just gonna have to do things the old-fashioned way and make them actually like each other. No, don't. I keep going to click on the ask about woohoo. I don't know why it's there. Like, how many times do you ask people about that? This is good. They like each other. And he does find her very attractive, so I think once he gets over the first impression, they'll be really well suited. Because, you know, attractiveness is like all that really matters in a relationship. Kid, this is not appropriate for you. Can you like go away? Okay, Jeremiah's already left without us even noticing. So I feel like he's gotten to know Marsilia pretty well. I don't know why we weren't allowed in the house. I'm not sure what I did there. You're not allowed to dislike gardening. No, you love gardening. Gardening is your favorite thing you've ever done. See, normally Jeremiah would get married, but I don't think we have any like age appropriate eligible ladies. I don't really want to marry him to like a teenager. Oh, their mum's around. Girl, can you make us some food? Oh, can you go say hi to her? I just imagine he's like hallucinating in the middle of the night. He's never really alone. I think he's just gonna like ask her for advice, complain about problems, ask about advice for looking after the boys by himself. He has no idea what he's doing. You know, I think he's heartbroken, and I think he's just lost on what to do because he's never really had to look after the children by himself. He's always had her. He just wants some advice and he just wants to be comforted. Now, because it's going to be Easter when they wake up, I'm going to make him cook a party size. And, you know, a party size porridge is pretty much what you expect in a peasant house on Easter. I don't know if we can really cook anything more elaborate. Maybe I should be putting like fish in the fridge. Oh well. How do your needs go down so fast? See, they're still like really sad over the death of their mother, but she just keeps hanging out. I don't even think they need to worry about it. I don't know why they're sad. Lucian feels much better and is slowly recovering from his illness. That's good. I really don't want to have to deal with him dying. And today is Easter. I downloaded this church off the gallery and I think it was super pretty. I did edit a little bit of the inside of it. I kind of made the floor remind me of Notre Dame. But it is it's on the gallery somewhere, so I've just kind of added some touches, and I did go in and add these stained glass windows because I just thought they were really pretty. Happy Easter. I don't really have any traditions for Easter because I wasn't really sure what to do. I don't know if they're going to be doing like egg hunts and stuff at this stage. Order Marsilia to clean. God, that is not very woke of you, my friend. Okay, I'll just let him discover religion real quick and then we'll turn all our attention to Marsilia. Marsilia thinks Ulysses Hawthorne is swell and wants to become best friends. Of course, besties forever. See, so he's enjoying religion. He finds it pretty fun. Good for you. Religion status, select a faith. We're going to do Worship of the Watcher, which is sort of the most similar to Christianity, Catholicism that would have been the default around this time. I feel like this painting actually might be a little bit late for this period. I feel like this looks like 17th century or something. It's okay. It's a bit cute. I love how we're just ignoring like everyone else. We're like, I don't care what they're doing. We're not gonna have our first kiss in front of everyone. We're gonna go somewhere a little bit secret. It is a church. We can't be all over each other in front of the congregation. Oh, look at that. There we go. They're two kids just like hiding from their families. Reminds me of like when I was a teenager and everyone used to go to those blue light discos. And you're like 13 years old, you're like, I'm so cool, I just made out with some guy on the dance floor, and you literally just like pecked this random boy from another school, and that's like your idea of being super rebellious. I feel like that's what they would have been like. They would have been like, yeah, I'm getting married, like I have real responsibilities. It's like, dude, you're like 12. Okay, do not mess around in the bush. We're gonna make this official. Asked to be girlfriend. They are now boyfriend and girlfriend, and now we are going to have him propose. This is what we've been waiting for. That's a bit of a cute spot. Okay. He's like, will you marry me? And she's like, yes, I will marry you. Oh, girl, enthused about the upcoming wedding. Oh, you guys are so cute. I think this has been a wonderful Easter. I might send them all home now. I think they've kind of come and achieved what we've needed them to achieve. And, you know, they've discovered religion. They've discovered what Easter is all about. Okay guys, well I might leave it at that for today and just play through the rest of the day, and that'll be it for the year 1300. And then when I come back we're going to be playing 1301, and we're going to be getting... Do you need to put that away? Oh, maybe he needs to hang it up. We are going to be getting Ulysses and Marsilia married, and we're going to try... Bring him here. We're going to try and find someone... We're going to try and find someone for Valerius and Lucian eventually. Start looking around, start thinking about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!